word is your boy JusRzd, and today we are reviewing episode 3 of Agatha All Along. First 2 episodes, the review's already up. We're pretty decent enough to like really. They were pretty decent enough to actually get you interested into the series. Because not gonna hold you, I ain't really cared too much about it when they announced it. I'm still like I'm interested to see where they go with it. I'm interested to see who the team is supposed to be. I feel like he's Wiccan, but we're gonna jump right into this episode. This particular episode picks up right where episode 2 left off. They are now on the Witch's Road, and we see Agatha and her gang of witches pretty much coming to the realization of where they're at and what they have to do, and that's making it to the end of the road. They end up having to rescue one of the members because she leaves the path of the road and almost ends up getting sucked up into the road, just because you're technically not supposed to leave the path of the road. And as they're rescuing her, they realize that a new path has shown its face, and it looks like a house in a desert, kind of like a vacation home of some sort in the middle of a desert. So they go walk up to it. They're all real interested and like, hold on, wait, what's going on? And it's interesting because it's like they don't really know what's going on. They enter the house and then they realize there's no doorknob to reopen this door, and there's no way out of this house. And then they realize as they search the house that this house is actually their first trial on the Witch's Road. And they end up drinking some wine, or at least that's what they thought they were drinking. Turns out it was poison. And they have to search the house and work together to find clues to make a vaccine for the poison that they just ingested. And in doing so, it's pretty much them passing the first trial. So, of course, when they first started drinking the wine, Agatha was super reluctant, didn't want to drink it. She was just like, nope, not doing that. Everybody else drank it. Everybody else started feeling the effects from the poison. Their face started swelling up. Then it disappeared. Then they started getting dizzy and having hallucinations. And the whole time, with her face swelled up, Agatha's face didn't. And so that's how they knew she didn't actually take the wine and take the poison. So in order to get her to do it, the team he threatened to actually take the poison, and of course, her being protective of the team was just like, nah, I'll do it. So she ends up doing it. Of course, her face swells up as well. Then it all goes back down to regular, and then after that, we pretty much see each one of the members of Agatha's team just kind of get tested in their own way through their own hallucinations and fears and different things from their past. We see Agatha get tested. We see the one who specializes in potions get tested. We see each and every individual get tested, and through the process of that, the the character, I don't remember her character name, but I'm gonna say where I remember her from. The mom from That 70s Show. She ends up passing out from the dizziness and from the hallucination. And before she passes out, she screams out Wanda's name and then passes out. So everybody looking at her crazy. They end up being able to make the potion. They end up being able to give the antidote to everybody. And through the process of that, all the windows end up breaking on the outside. Let me back up. Through the process of them making the potion, they realize that the house has now become engulfed on the outside in water. So now it's just complete water pressure pushing in on the house, and the glass is slowly breaking. So they're on a time crunch. They end up making the potion, taking it. Everybody gets cured. Everybody gets the antidote. The glass breaks, the water rushes in. They have to get out of the house because the only way out of the house is this new, once they take the potion, this new doorway through the oven. actually opens up, and they have to go through the oven to get out of the house. So they all slide through, and once they make it out, that's when they realize that the mom from that '70s show is actually dead. And that's pretty much how they thought everybody was safe, but she actually died in the process of them passing the first trial. And so now they're down a member on their team, and that's pretty much how the episode ended. And it was interesting because they had a few little teases throughout the episode. They had a Mephisto name drop. Everybody's been, ever since WandaVision, everybody's been throwing Mephisto's name around as like a secret character or a big bad that they're hinting at. And up until this point, nobody's ever really truly name dropped him until this episode. So that was interesting. It was also interesting because Agatha's team finally got to see that not only is the spell that's on the team, where he can't divulge who he is, what his name is, and where he's from, not only is it he can't divulge it to Agatha, but he also can't divulge it to any other witch. So that was an interesting development. So it's not just Agatha who can't see it, it's any witch who can't find out that information. So somebody put a spell on him, he's not able to divulge that to anybody that's into witchcraft. So that's pretty much what it seems like. And so it was an interesting story. It was interesting how it developed. It was a lot of horror. It was a lot of horror tropes, a lot of horror-esque, suspenseful moments in the episode with the hallucinations and everything. And then it was low-key like an escape room type episode, and them trying to figure out how to get out of the escape room and trying to figure out what they need to do in order to move forward. So it was definitely an interesting episode. It keeps you locked in as far as with everything going on with the intrigue and the mystery. So for me personally, I probably have to give this particular episode 3. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. It was pretty good. It's pretty good. It pushed the story forward. They passed their first trial. Somebody died. And we got to see development in the team, and we also got to see a Mephisto name drop. So I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. It was pretty decent. Like I said, I'm interested to see how the team develops and who the team really is, because I feel like he's Wiccan. I know a lot of people feel like he's Wiccan, but you never know. The way they hinted at certain things in this particular episode, it could be possible that they do a switcheroo and he's actually, instead of being Wiccan, he's actually Agatha's son, because we don't know the backstory of Agatha's son. We just know that it's hinted throughout a lot of witches and hearsay in the witchcrafty community that Agatha sacrificed her son in order to gain more power. But we don't know that. So we don't know that to be fact. We actually don't know what happened with her son as of yet. If you read the comics, you know what happened. But in this particular show, they haven't revealed it. So it's, like I said, it's been interesting the way they're kind of dropping hints to either throw you off the trail or give you a clue to something that's probably going to result into something completely and totally different. So that's my rating for this particular episode. Let me know in the comments below how you felt about this episode. Did you enjoy it? Did you watch it? Like I said, I don't recommend this particular show for children, but definitely if you're an adult and you're into mystical and magical elements and type shows or witch type shows or anything like that, probably something that you would be interested in watching. I'm a big fantasy and magical and mystical type of fan as far as like superhero stuff or like just sci-fi stuff in general. I'm always interested in sci-fi stuff. So like I said, this particular episode was very suspenseful, played on a lot of horror tropes. But let me know in the comments below if this is on your watch list, if you enjoyed this episode, if you haven't enjoyed this episode, who you think the teen is, if you have any guesses or any clues. How'd you feel about the Mephisto name drop? Just let's chop it up in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to share the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can be notified anytime that we drop a new video. Trying to grow the channel. I'm looking for 1,000 subscribers by the end of this month. I believe we can do it with your help. So like I said, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. So that way we can grow this community. And never forget, it's FreeSoul to the show free. Let's get it.